As you all know, we've long had concerns about the impact our touring has on the environment.
And back in 2020, with your incredible support, we planted the Ninebarrow Woodland on a piece of land in North Dorset to offset the carbon footprint created by our gigging.
And we're delighted to say that 4 years after, well, the most labour-intensive 5 days of our lives, the woodland is thriving.
And the happiness that we've had from watching the trees of this woodland grow, even across this relatively small period of time, it's pretty enormous.
And the thought that our son will one day be able to sit in the shade of these trees as they reach maturity is something that just fills us with joy.
But of course, there's more to planting a woodland than just fighting climate change and bringing happiness to us humans.
The benefits of woodland planting to wildlife in general are absolutely massive, particularly at a time when climate change, disease and intensive human development are threatening our native woodlands so severely.
And this is where our friends at Dorset Wildlife Trust come in. They manage 42 nature reserves in Dorset, including our very own local stomping ground of Upton Heath.
We live a literal stone's throw away from the heathland, and we walk on it almost every day, so we get to see firsthand the great work the Trust does.
And they also work with other conservation organisations and landowners to protect and connect wildlife sites across the county and inspire local communities and young people to care for the wildlife around them.
Well, this April, Dorset Wildlife Trust are hoping to do something pretty incredible.
Between the 22nd and 29th of April, they're hoping to raise £40,000 to fund the planting of 6,000 trees.
The project, entitled Trees for Tomorrow, is aiming to connect and restore precious woodland habitats for wildlife here in Dorset.
And the planting will support wildlife and boost biodiversity by creating habitat networks while reducing flooding, stabilising soils and storing carbon.
But here's the really important thing. The Trees for Tomorrow campaign is part of the Big Give Green Match Fund initiative. And match funding means that every donation made up to the £40,000 target is doubled.
That's an incredible opportunity, but match funding is only available between midday on Tuesday the 22nd of April and midday on Tuesday the 29th of April.
So, if you'd like to find out more about this fantastic project, please head on over to dorsetwildlifetrust.org.uk, and if you feel able, you can find out how you can donate.
And every donation will help build the resilience of Dorset's woodlands, enabling the planting of native trees and the return of lost species to the local landscapes.
And I have a pocket full of acorns. I hold the mighty oak tree in my hands, and with every seed I sow, the future of these lands.